podcast, and that horn in the background has pretty much summed up my feelings. Ali, I just said to you before we hit record here, and I'll always be honest, I don't want to stand here and talk to you about that.
It's not. It isn't. It's to do a bloody podcast on Rangers isn't it? I can do the best of things, but copy and paste for last week, if not worse. Let's be honest about it. I honestly thought, Gary, after Tuesday night, and it is Europe. Let's caveat it. I thought Rangers might get a bounce going in this game against, let's be honest about it, a poor Dundee team.
A piss poor Dundee
a team we should be beating convincingly at Ibrox, and Rangers deserve nothing. I know Rangers had a goal disallowed in the 97 minutes with Dessers that was offside. I don't even think Rangers deserve a trophy today, Carney. I thought they were abysmal. And the worrying thing, which I said to you, Carney, was the St Mirren game is getting postponed in 2 weeks, which I didn't agree with personally. But now, if that gets postponed and Celtic win their games, and their games which we would expect them to win, they have the potential to go into Old Firm to go 10 points clear at Rangers at the end of August, which is completely unacceptable. And at that point, we laugh about the league being over last October. It could be over before then, potentially.
I'm bored of this. I am bored of coming on here and having this conversation about the same thing that we know time and time again. There is no surprise in how Dundee were going to come and play football today. This is a manager, a team, that's got a manager.
Lost a lot of players as well, Dundee as well, you have to say. Lost Silla, Simon Murray wasn't playing.
Lyle Cameron.
Yeah, Lyle Cameron, who we've got as well, lost a lot of players.
Yeah, and it's Stephen Presley that's the manager.
He knocked out the League Cup as well, didn't he?
Yeah. This is not a good football team. It isn't a good football team. Rangers were abysmal today. I mean, honestly, the whole idea behind it baffles me, because it looked like we have not once did a drill against a back 10, a back 11, as you know that you're going to play. Rangers looked clueless, we looked slow, we looked pedestrian, we looked no killer edge. I think the way that we played, the fact that we pushed Dundee pretty much up to their own box, including our centre halves, who were halfway in there, half at times. You're nullifying your dangerous men in terms of Gassama and Ant-Man. The whole thing about it was wrong. I think this is a collective fail from the manager and to the players as well. It's not good. It really isn't good, and it's not what I expected following on from Tuesday night. It's all well and good being able to do this in Europe. Generally, as it's all well and good. I'll be controversial here, maybe I won't be controversial. I really couldn't care less about Europe. Honestly, I couldn't. Not when we are starved of domestic success the way that we have been. I'm not really interested in Europe, I'm really not. For 2 games against Motherwell away and Dundee at home, 2 games, without disrespecting them, Rangers should be winning, and winning comfortably, considering the money that we have now invested in the team as well. And to only get 2 points from a possible 6, Ali, it is not acceptable.
No, it's completely unacceptable. We looked at the fixtures before we kicked the season off. We looked at it and we thought, right, that's favourable for Rangers. Rangers should, which is easier said than done, be getting 9 before they play Celtic at Ibrox. And the way it's panned out, you take Europe aside. Europe's a sideshow for me. I agree with you, Carney. Europe is a complete sideshow for Rangers.
It's not. When we're a successful team, yes, it's fair enough. You get into Europe and you can get behind Europe and all this and all that. But we're not even nearly as successful domestically as we should be.
Domestically is where we need to be before. Yes, we've been decent in Europe in previous seasons, but as a supporter base, we want to win the league. That's what we want to win.
Yeah.
That's the be-all and end-all. Let's be honest about it. And Celtic fans will say the same. They want to win the league before they want to do anything in Europe. We need to win the league, but the start we've had, Motherwell last week, I thought the second half was dreadful. You look at it and go, right, it's his first game. The game against Pilsen during the week, I thought he played players in the positions they should be. I thought Rangers were very good against a team that, let's be honest, played football, but then you're playing against a Dundee team that we know are going to sit. They sat with a back 5, a 4 in front, and a 1 at top, sometimes with a 2, but we know how these teams are going to play. Russell Martin, he's played in Scotland, he knows how these teams play when they come to Ibrox.
Yeah.
And how we can, I know Celtic struggled against St Mirren last week, but again, they know how to win. They will win the game. They will win the game. 9 times out of 10, Celtic will win that game. We won't. And today, we just laboured. Dundee, let's be honest about it, should have been 1-0 up in the first half.
Yeah.
Should have been ahead in the first half.
The post,
the goal they scored, was schoolboy stuff.
Pathetic it is.
But we were, my favourite word again, extremely powder puff again. Playing the ball about without conviction. Nobody really wanted to break the lines. We lack players with a wee bit of gallus. I was extremely disappointed, Karen. I honestly thought we were going to come in today against Dundee. After Tuesday night, I thought we'd maybe blow Dundee away. And it brings you back down to reality a wee bit in terms of the league, in terms of where this team is.
Yeah, but it's not there. If that's Russell Martin's idea, then that's not it. It isn't going to work. We will drop points more than we won't, if that makes sense, because it's not good enough. We're not fast enough on the ball, and I'm struggling to comprehend why we've not drilled this, why we haven't drilled this from start to end of pretty much Russell Martin coming in, that we're going to play against these teams. This is what they want to do to us. This is their cup final, and we just look clueless. We look clueless. We look like we didn't have an idea of it. We weren't utilising the strength of the players that we have, and we nullified ourselves at times. We really did. It was awful, honestly, absolutely awful. The second half, I didn't think it could get any worse, mate. I'm not even going to talk about the first half, because there's nothing to talk about, honestly, nothing. Dundee should have been ahead.
I don't remember us really.
They didn't. No, I don't think they make it keep a work at all. Second half, Rangers had a chance with Diomande in the box. Diomande again, extremely disappointing. I don't want to single players out, but him, for me, I don't understand what he is, what he does. I don't know what he brings to the team. He stands behind players all the time shouting for the ball, a guy that confuses me and baffles me, really does. But people see things in him, and then he misses the chance. They then get a free kick, they score from the free kick, and it's a calamity from there on in. Russell Martin, in my opinion, panics, takes off Diomande, takes off Cameron, puts on Raskin, puts on Kieran Dow to make a difference in this game. Puts Danilo on, and then Giga goes down. Giga takes a man out as he's running through, and he's sent off. I've not seen it back. People are saying it wasn't. People are saying it was. In my opinion, if he's made even slight contact, then you can't do that. You literally just can't do it. It's the rules. He's made the rod for his own back, and he's made the decision. These are there for the ref and for VAR. And at that point, Ali, I was going, we could play for 5 years right now and we're not winning this game. I actually made the comment to the guys next to us. I said, if Rangers win this game 2-1, I will sit on that podcast and say that Dow has to start every single game for Rangers. That's how confident I was, but that's not a good sign, though. That's not a good sign for us.
No, it's not. We never looked like doing anything. Dundee deserved a goal, but the goal they scored was a poor one from us, to be honest. To the back post, and a kind of looped header. I'd need to see it back, to be honest, in terms of who was at fault for it. And after that, Giga, for me, I said to go down the road corner, I don't think Giga had to touch the guy. I didn't think the guy was really in front of him to pull him down. I would have let the guy go, but he took him down. We'll go down to 10 men. At that point, you're looking around going, we're 1-0 down, 10 men. Where do we go from here? I agree, I thought he brought players on. I thought he was kind of flagging paint against the wall at that point, in terms of let's see if we can.
Shit, yes. It's called shit, Ali.
See how we get on, and we never really did anything, let's be honest about it. Huffed and puffed, had most of the ball, but not doing it. And just Dundee were quite happy for us Rangers to have the ball in front of their back line. And we were just going side to side, wee half shots. The goalkeeper of Dundee, I don't think had really any real saves. In the second,
he had a few right at him, but nothing. He didn't make any kind of quality saves.
I mean, there wasn't a game where you went,
we peppered
fuck there was none of that. And I'll be honest, I didn't see us scoring one, let alone two, when it went down to 10 men.
Yeah, and that's the way it transpired. Obviously we got a penalty that obviously they checked the life out of to see.
Sama did well there.
He did do well to win the penalty. Tavernier tucked it away, and then made one cut off right at the end with Dessers, but it was ruled for offside, even though we all went absolutely mental in the stadium thinking we'd get away with one, but ultimately we haven't. It's extremely disappointing, and as I say at the start, I'm bored of going over this and time again. I wasn't expecting Rangers to come out and be world beaters today, because I thought it's a different game from midweek. It is a completely different game, but the way we approached it was wrong, and that lies with the manager and it also lies with the players. I think everybody collectively has to take their blame, but ultimately I don't think there's any excuse that's going to really please us. It's poor, really poor, and as Ali said, if the way things are going, we could be 10 points behind after the next Old Firm game, and it's the end of August. And we would be 10 points behind. Yes, I know we're a game in hand. Yeah, I know we're a game in hand, but yeah, I am not, as I say, there's nothing I can take from today that's going to be positive. There's nothing I can say that's going to make things any better. I just hope that you can understand that we hurting it just as much as you are, because baffled by it. I'm absolutely baffled by it. And even wee Timmy in the comments that I've seen jumping in.
Why they want to watch us in a podcast is beyond me. It's actually brilliant that they actually want to watch us.
They make us money.
Enjoy
so thank
it.
you for that. I appreciate you're actually buying my beer, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. But Ali, I can't even ask you for a man of the match. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't think Russell Martin's going to have an answer for anybody tonight that's going to please us.
Rangers, I don't think Rangers deserve the draw, let alone the win. If we'd go to jail with a win, I think we deserved it today. It's poor, like I say, postpone that St Mirren game. I wouldn't have done it. I get why they've done it in terms of the Champions League, the money you get if they get through into it. We could potentially be going into Old Firm 7 points behind, potentially going 10 points behind after it. It's massive, that Old Firm. Rangers have to win it. They have to win it. If they don't win it, then, I mean, we talk about the league being over in October last season. Can't we go in August, for fuck's sake?
Yeah.
It's worrying because we've spent the best part. Let's not sugarcoat it. Best part of £20 million in these players. They played very well on Tuesday night, but again, against a team that opens up.
It doesn't matter.
The bread and butter is teams like Dundee that come to Ibrox, and you know how they play. And if we can't break these teams down, we might as well just bloody give up, because what's the point? Russell Martin knows, he's been here, he's played in Scotland, he knows how these teams play. Like I say, I've not heard his post-match, so I'm interested to see what he says, but it's not good enough, Carney, and it was like watching last season, let's be honest about it. It's a carbon copy of last season, and yeah. Where'd you go from there?
We'll be back when we're back. That wasn't very good, and yeah, the concerns that I had after Motherwell game domestically are still very relevant. They are still very relevant. We've not practiced, we've not drilled, we've not learned how to break these teams down. There's another team in this city that have done that, and they've done it for years. Can't be that hard. It really can't be that hard, and we're not doing it. Ultimately, we're not doing it. We'll speak to you when we speak to you. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Speak to you all next time. Cheers.